there, 56. Here we go.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation, because many defenses in that situation actually get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for a huge yardage on that play.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Tiger.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. Steps away to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Elliott running right. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
180. Silver.
Now Elliott. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Goff. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's gone. And going. Intercepted, intended for Hill. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Haskins, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10th carry now for Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 now. 12. Crack down. 46.
Goff. Buying time to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check 41.
Now Elliott. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's get it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. 3rd and long. It's Goff. That one complete to Elliott. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
17, 5.
Throwing on third. Goal. The open man is Smith. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
We go tonight. Like playing. Win championships, baby.
Now a give right side. Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
80. 14.
Here's Goff. He is going to find Hill here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Hey, lift!
Gone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on second and 13. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by Maher is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Redskins 15, Panthers 13.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Once more. 48 Mike, 48 Mike. There's a party now.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. It's Hill, complete. 20, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Redskins 22, Panthers 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins looking downfield for Godwin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 9-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Henderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to let, wide open, complete. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Juju Smith-Schuster, 85 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. He'll look to throw. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Starting to look like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Marr is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To the right side, this is Henderson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to turn it around next week as